Imagine walking into an Apple store, slapping down $600, and walking out with a laptop that completely outclasses machines double its price. That was the story of the first MacBook Neo. But according to massive new supply chain leaks, the upcoming MacBook Neo 2 isn't just an iterative upgrade. It is an extinction-level event for budget Windows laptops, and it might just make Apple's own iconic MacBook Air completely obsolete. If you are even thinking about buying a laptop this year, you need to hear this. We are sitting here in May 2026, and the $599 MacBook Neo is already the undisputed tech story of the year. Apple finally did what we begged them to do for a decade. They built a true, no-compromise budget Mac. They took the fight directly to high-end Chromebooks and plasticky Windows machines, and they absolutely crushed them. Retailers still can't keep the first-generation Neo on the shelves because, for the first time ever, buying an entry-level Apple computer didn't feel like a punishment. But behind closed doors in Cupertino, Apple never rests. According to incredibly reliable supply chain analysts like Ming-Chi Kuo and Mark Gurman, production focus is already shifting to the second generation. And let me tell you, the specs leaking out of the supply chain right now are forcing competitors like Google, Dell, and Microsoft back to the drawing board. We are looking at a monumental shift to the A19 Pro chip, a highly requested baseline RAM upgrade to 12GB, and benchmark scores that are uncomfortably close to the current MacBook Pro. Let's break down exactly what is changing, what it means for your wallet, and whether you should pull the trigger on the current Neo today, or wait for the ultimate budget beast. Let's start with the absolute biggest upgrade, and that is raw performance. The headline feature for the MacBook Neo 2 is the jump to the A19 Pro silicon. Now, the current Neo uses the A18 chip. It's fantastic, but let's be honest about what it is. It's fundamentally a smartphone chip, slightly modified and dropped into a larger thermal chassis. It gets the job done brilliantly for everyday tasks, but it has a performance ceiling. The A19 Pro is an entirely different animal. Built on TSMC's ultra-refined 2nm process, we are looking at a piece of silicon that is almost absurdly power efficient. Rumors are pointing to a solid 20% boost in multi-core performance, and a massive 30% jump in graphics processing over the first generation. But what does that actually mean for you in the real world? It means that editing multiple streams of 4K video on a laptop that costs less than a decent smartphone won't just be a possibility. It will be a buttery smooth reality. It means that light to medium gaming is genuinely on the table for budget Mac users. And because of the sheer thermal efficiency of that 2nm node, the Neo 2 will absolutely maintain its fanless design. It will remain dead silent, it will never overheat on your lap, and the battery life could easily push past the 20-hour mark. Think about that for a second. Over 20 hours of real-world use on a single charge. That is the kind of endurance that makes you literally forget where you left your charger. But let's be real for a second. A blazing fast 2nm chip means absolutely nothing if it is choked by a lack of memory. And this brings us to the most exciting, and frankly most necessary, leak of this entire video. The biggest complaint, the absolute loudest, most justified criticism of the current MacBook Neo, is that it ships with 8GB of unified memory. In 2026, 8GB is barely enough to keep a dozen Chrome tabs open while running Spotify and Slack in the background without dipping into swap memory. For years, Apple tried to spin the narrative that 8GB on a Mac is like 16GB on a PC. We all knew that was marketing fluff. It is a bottleneck, pure and simple. But the leaks are strongly suggesting that Apple has finally surrendered to reality. Multiple credible sources are now confirming that Apple is moving to 12GB of RAM as the absolute baseline for the Neo 2. Now I know what you're thinking. Why the sudden generosity from a company notorious for charging a premium for RAM upgrades? I can answer that in 2 words: Apple intelligence. Apple is pushing incredibly hard into on-device AI. We are talking about advanced, context-aware Siri, instantaneous offline text generation, and RAW UST local image creation. These features require a massive amount of memory to run locally on your machine without sending your private data to the cloud. 8 GB simply isn't enough overhead to run macOS smoothly while simultaneously keeping a heavy large language model loaded in active memory. By bumping the base model to 12 GB, Apple isn't just throwing us a bone, they are ensuring the Neo 2 has the headroom to run next-generation AI tools without instantly freezing up. This move transforms the Neo 2 from a basic web browsing machine into an absolute powerhouse for students and professionals. Now, let's talk about the hardware design and the display. If you were holding your breath for a massive, ground-up redesign with wild new iMac-style colors or a bleeding-edge OLED screen, I need to gently temper your expectations. Apple's playbook for budget devices is highly predictable. They keep these chassis designs around for at least 2 to 3 years to amortize the manufacturing costs. The physical footprint and the aluminum shell will likely remain identical. However, rumor has it that Apple is sourcing a slightly better, more premium display panel for the second iteration. We are expecting a brighter 600-nit LCD panel, up from the current 500 nits. That 100 nit difference might sound like a minor spec bump on a spreadsheet, but in the real world, it is the difference between struggling to see your screen at a sunny coffee shop and working comfortably outdoors. We also expect slightly thinner bezels, bringing the overall aesthetic much closer to the modern MacBook Air lineup. When it comes to ports, prepare for the same dual USB-C setup. Sadly, it looks like MagSafe is still missing in action. Apple fundamentally relies on the psychology of the upsell. They have to keep certain premium quality of life features exclusive to their more expensive laptops to justify the pricing ladder. But on a highly positive note, they are heavily rumored to be upgrading the wireless connectivity to Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. This ensures the Neo 2 won't just be fast today, but will remain highly capable and future-proof well into the 2030s. This brings up a massive, glaring question, something I call the MacBook Air Problem. Let's separate the signal from the noise here. If the Neo 2 gets the A19 Pro chip, 12 GB of base RAM, and a bright 600-nit display for somewhere around $600 to $700, who on earth is going to buy the MacBook Air? The Neo 2 severely threatens to cannibalize Apple's own iconic lineup. Think about it. If these leaks hold true, the only real advantages the Air will have left are a marginally larger screen, slightly better speakers, and maybe an extra port or MagSafe. Are those minor perks really worth a $400 to $500 premium for the average consumer? Probably not. For most people, students, writers, everyday office workers, and casual creators, saving that cash and simply picking up the Neo 2 is going to be the smartest financial move you can make in tech. It forces Apple into a corner where they will likely have to dramatically redesign the next MacBook Air just to justify its existence. And honestly, that is a massive win for us as consumers. Internal competition at Apple drives better products for everyone. So, let's get down to the final questions. When is it coming out? What will it cost? And most importantly, should you wait? Historically, Apple loves to drop these entry-level surprises in one of two windows, either during an October Mac-focused event, or during a quiet spring refresh. Right now, the supply chain whispers are pointing to early next year, likely March or April 2027. As for the price, Apple's marketing department is undoubtedly desperate to maintain that headline-grabbing $599 starting price. However, we have to be realistic about the economics of tech manufacturing. With the baseline bumping up to 12 GB of RAM and likely maintaining 256 GB of storage, do not be surprised if the actual starting price creeps up to $649 or even $699. Even at $699, it remains an incredible bargain that completely undercuts the Windows Copilot Plus PC market, but it's something to keep in mind. Here is my final, bottom line advice. If your current laptop is dead right now, if it takes 10 minutes to boot up, or if you absolutely need something for school or work today, go buy the current first-generation MacBook Neo. It is still an undeniably incredible machine. It offers insane value for your money. You will not regret it. But if your current laptop can survive another 6 to 8 months of use, and you consider yourself a power user on a budget, you absolutely need to wait for the Neo 2. That jump from 8 to 12 gigabytes of RAM alone is worth its weight in gold for the longevity of the machine, not to mention the massive Apple Intelligence benefits on the horizon. But I want to turn it over to you. Is 12 gigabytes of RAM going to be enough for the next 5 years of computing? Or does Apple really need to bite the bullet and push the absolute baseline to 16 gigabytes across every single device they sell? Drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I read as many as I can. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more no-nonsense Apple leaks, and I'll see you in the next one.